Welcome back to Nomad Life Success. I'm Aria Reyes. Let's get real about this. Short stays, tight budgets, and the need to show work quickly. Today, we're unpacking a practical tool many nomads sleep on: structured service swaps, barter credits, and safe skill exchange systems that actually convert into paid work. I'm joined by Lyra and a brilliant panel. We'll walk through valuation, legal basics, playbooks, and a 30-day pilot you can run this month.
Hey everyone, Lyra here. If you've ever traded a logo for a week's worth of co-working and then wondered why that co-working didn't lead to anything, this episode is for you. We'll give you scripts, templates, and the kind of checklist that would make spreadsheets proud.
Quick administrative note before we dive. Nothing in this episode is a substitute for professional legal or tax advice. We'll include a one-page disclaimer and downloadable templates, and we strongly recommend checking with a local tax advisor for your jurisdiction. Okay, panel intros. Lyra, want to kick us off?
Absolutely. Today with us, Mateo Cruz, founder of Swaply. Talk to the platform founder energy. Dr. Sanam Malik, cross-border tax advisor who helps nomads make sense of barter reporting. And Jenna Park, who actually scaled a skill exchange network across 3 countries. Mateo, give us the elevator pitch for Swaply.
Thanks, Lyra. Hi, everyone. I'm Mateo. Swaply started because founders and freelancers were trading useful things, but losing track of value and trust. We built a simple credit ledger. Users earn service credits. Those credits are tracked with timestamps and micro-testimonials, and there's an optional small deposit for higher value swaps. The goal is to make swaps auditable, repeatable, and convertible into paid work.
Hello, I'm Sana. I advise remote workers and nomads on cross-border tax and how non-cash exchanges are treated in different countries. The takeaway up front, barter can be taxable. How you report it depends on local rules, the fair market value, and whether there's an expectation of future cash payment. We'll give practical rules you can use to document swaps responsibly.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna. I built SkillSwap Network while traveling through Southeast Asia and Latin America. We started by trading social media audits for yoga classes, then turned those audits into paid retainers for a few creative studios. I want to share what worked, what broke, and the exact scripts I used to go from a barter to a $2,000 retainer.
Perfect. Let's open with that listener vignette I promised. A 2-hour audit for co-working credits that unexpectedly led to a $2,000 retainer. Jenna, that was you. Tell the short version. What happened next?
Yeah, I did a 2-hour social audit for a local agency in exchange for 20 co-working days. Instead of one-off feedback, I gave a compact roadmap with 3 prioritized wins they could implement in a week. They implemented one win, saw measurable traffic lift, and asked if I could help roll out the rest for a fixed fee. I proposed a 30-day paid pilot, and that converted to a $2,000 retainer. The swap bought me runway and proof.
That deliver a tiny win fast move feels like the secret sauce, but let's get structural. How do we value a swap so both sides feel it's fair? Mateo, give us valuation heuristics.
Simple heuristics work best. Start with time-based valuation. Estimate how long a full, professionally delivered version of your service would take, then apply a time-to-value multiplier. For high-skill outputs, say strategy or copy, time alone underprices the work. Use an hour bank for clear hourly services and a points per deliverable system for packaged outputs. Small tasks equal 1 point, mid-sized deliverables equal 5 to 8 points, full packages equal 20 plus points. Always list deliverables and expected outcomes so the receiving party knows what done looks like.
And ethically, avoid exploitative offers. If someone expects premium agency outcomes for exchange of espresso, walk away. Lyra, what are the scope-limiting clauses you always want in a one-page swap agreement?
Keep it tiny and specific. Define scope in 3 bullets. Add a maximum revision count. Set a delivery timeline. Include a clause about intellectual property usage. Limited use only unless paid otherwise. And add a small dispute resolution step, like mediation via a third party or a 1-week correction window. Also, require a time-stamped deliverable and a micro-testimonial on completion. That micro-testimonial is social proof and helps convert to paid work.
From a tax perspective, documentation matters. record the fair market value of the service at the time of exchange, note the deliverables, and include whether any cash changed hands. When a swap is between businesses or business-like activities, many jurisdictions expect you to recognize the income at fair market value. Keep an invoice, even for barter. Our downloadable templates include a simple barter invoice you can adapt.
Helpful and important. Invoice the swap so it can be evidence for visas and portfolios. Mateo, how does Swaply handle verification and micro-testimonials without making exchanges clunky?
We keep verification low friction, time-stamped deliverables, a one-paragraph micro-testimonial on completion, and an optional small deposit system for swaps above a certain credit threshold. For vetting, we encourage a 1-hour paid trial for high-value matches. It creates skin in the game and prevents scope creep. All entries populate a simple service credit ledger that both parties can export as a PDF for visa or client evidence.
That 1-hour paid trial saved me more than once. I always prefaced offers with a short paid test. I'll do 1 hour for X, or if you prefer swap credits, here's exactly what you'll get in that hour. It reduces no-shows and shows you take your work seriously.
Let's get tactical. Give me the script to propose a swap that signals professionalism but leaves room to convert to paid work.
Try this. Hi, I love what you're building. I can provide a 90-minute audit that will surface 3 quick wins you can action in a week. Option A, I'll trade this for 15 co-working days. Option B, I'll do a 60-minute paid trial at $50 to confirm fit. If you want ongoing help, I can convert the work into a 30-day paid pilot. Either way, you'll get prioritized, actionable work and a short written roadmap. Short, clear options and a clear conversion path.
Nice and specific. Lyra, you love metrics. What success signals should listeners watch for during a 30-day pilot?
Look for 3 conservative signals. 1, the client implements at least 1 recommendation within 2 weeks. 2, measurable improvement in a KPI you identified, even small counts. And 3, clear communication and payment behavior. If they ghost or delay agreed deliverables, that's a red flag. Those 3 tell you if the barter turned into a scalable relationship.
Add a 4th, the paperwork. If the other party insists on no written record, pause. You need documentation for tax, visa, and IP reasons. Even a short email confirming scope and value is fine. Our templates include a time-stamped deliverables checklist and a clause that states limited use IP until payment is complete.
Great. Now the operational playbook. Matchmaking, vetting, dispute light agreements, and conversion scripts. Mateo, what's the matchmaking and vetting flow that keeps things low bandwidth? Keep it 4 steps. 1, quick profile with core skills and 1-sentence portfolio proof. 2, micro intro plus 15-minute discovery call to confirm fit. 3, 1-hour paid trial or credit trial with defined deliverable. 4, if the trial's successful, propose a 30-day paid pilot with clear scope and KPIs. For vetting, require 1 reference or 2 prior micro-testimonials before any high-value swap. Low bandwidth, high clarity. And when you propose the 30-day pilot, attach a simple ROI framing. If we implement these 3 steps, here's the reasonable impact we expect in 30 days. That makes the shift to paid feel like a continuation, not a reset.
Okay, risks and guardrails. Sana, what are the major red flags listeners should watch for, and how do they mitigate them quickly?
Key red flags: requests to hide or not document the exchange, requests to sign away IP indefinitely, or counterparties who refuse a paid trial or deposit on higher value work. Mitigations: use the downloadable 1-page swap agreement we provide. Always issue an invoice for barter value. Include limited use IP clauses and insist on escrow or a small deposit for anything over a predefined credit threshold. And when in doubt, consult local counsel. We provide language to use when you seek advice. One more operational piece we promised: converting swaps into retainers. Give us that conversion script that feels natural and not pushy, Jenna.
I'm thrilled the first improvement already moved the needle. If you want to scale this, I can run a focused 30-day pilot to implement the next 2 recommendations for X credits or $Y. We'll measure these KPIs and decide on a monthly retainer after that. Which option do you prefer? It honors the result, offers clear options, and invites a decision.
Brilliant. And for listeners who want to try one swap right now, let's walk a 30-day pilot checklist day by day. Aria, set us up. What does week 1 look like?
Week 1, Day 1, Discovery and Agreement. Sign the one-page swap agreement, define the deliverable and fair market value, and agree on the trial or deposit. Day 2 to 7, Deliver the micro work and gather time-stamped deliverables and a micro testimonial. Week 2, Implement one prioritized win and collect early metrics. Week 3, Review progress and propose the 30-day paid pilot if signals are positive. We run the paid pilot, track KPIs, and decide on a retainer. It's tight, but conservative. Enough proof points to make decisions.
And remember, nothing here needs heavy technology. A shared Google Doc, a time-stamped deliverable, and a short testimonial email are enough to convert credits into portfolio evidence. The infrastructure is the agreement and the evidence, not the app.
Quick tax reminder. Keep copies of any invoices, the fair market value you used, and evidence of deliverables. When you file, include barter income as necessary per your local rules. Documentation makes that process straightforward and less risky.
Okay, wrap-up time. We'll go through 3 takeaways, then tell you where to download the toolkit. Lyra, your first takeaway?
Takeaway 1, structure every swap. Scope, timeline, valuations, and a single deliverable that proves value. Structure avoids exploitation and scope creep.
Takeaway 2, verify and document. Use micro testimonials, time-stamped deliverables, and small deposits for higher value work. These make swaps auditable and convertible. Takeaway 3, treat barter as business. Invoice swaps, record fair market value, and consult local tax advice when needed. That protects your reputation and your legal standing. Bonus practical tip, always offer a paid trial option. It signals professionalism and dramatically increases conversion rates from swaps to paid retainers. If you want everything we discussed, the one-page swap agreement, valuation checklist, invoice templates, timestamp deliverable template, conversion scripts, and the 30-day pilot checklist, we built a service swap toolkit and bundled it with our location-independent 6-figure income ebook. Visit nomadslifesuccess.com to download those resources and test one swap this month.
Seriously, run the 30-day pilot. Track those 3 signals, and if it works, you've just turned a cashless runway into a paid relationship. No hype, just the real steps.
And if you'd like to try Swaply for low-friction credits and exportable ledgers, we built a free tier so you can test match and create that timestamped evidence fast.
One last reminder, consult a local tax advisor before reporting barter income. Documentation makes advice straightforward. Lack of it makes things messy. Thanks to our guests, Matteo, Sana, Jenna, and to you, the listener. Go try one swap, use the templates, and tell us how it goes. Visit nomadlifesuccess.com for the Service Swap Toolkit and that free ebook. Your freedom is closer than it feels. Let's keep building it.